All present here, respected chief guests, BP men, esteemed teachers, and my dear friends. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the most awaited youth parliament session organized here at Jawaharlal Navodaya Vidyalaya, UMATHEL. Today is a day to witness the vibrancy of democracy and the power of youth minds in action.
Indeed, today is not just a program, but an experience that allows us to learn about parliamentary proceedings, decision-making, and how discussions shape the future of a nation. This platform provides us, the youth, with an opportunity to express our opinions, debate on key issues, and understand our responsibilities as a future citizens.
Before we begin, let us remember that the Youth Parliament is not just about debating policies. It is about understanding the essence of democracy where every voice counts and every opinion matters. It is about fostering leadership, discipline, and critical thinking among young minds. Now, I would like to invite our Honorable BP Ma'am to kindly address the gathering and share some words of encouragement before we proceed with the Youth Parliament session. Please, ma'am.
Respected Saraswati, Senior Teacher of this school, Sir Dhananjoy, and my dear colleagues and my dear students of JNV. Good evening, all of you. Here, first of all, especially, I would like to thank all the members that is included to be as Sansad. In the Sansad, it includes, we call, in the sense in our school, it is called Bal Sansad. Bal means our young mind that is children and the student here. And Sansad means assembly or parliament. Then, have you seen parliament or assembly only in TV, videos, YouTubes and all? But we never have seen the, or exact means the say real one we never have seen, but in front of me, young minds, all of you are the young minds, that is the young citizen of India, to become among you, who knows, one day who will be the chief minister, who will be the, say, ministers of our state, who can speak in front of what? In front of all, I should say, after selection by the people, for the people, AS, we call all together as a component of Sansad. In the Sansad, in the assembly, the main theme of the program, I should say, it is for the recreating new young minds, and as well as you have all of you ministers, young ministers, I should say young ministers here, the say many IAS officers also sitting here to give. Then the president and all the respectable person also sitting, many media members, speaker. And then speaker, then foreign delegates also present here to look after, then to pass whatever you are doing here, that should be passed with the help of mass media and all. Then I would like to thank the young member, that is the both opposition, there will be naturally opposition will be there, and another one, what is the term? Ruling party. So what is the ruling in India? BJP. And the opposition, so many parties are here. Then one party or many parties they oppose, and they will put whatever the problem we have, and the final decision will be taken from the parliament. That is why we see all the best, and one day you try to become minister, prime minister, and members of the parliament. Thank you. Thank you all.
Truly motivated us to take this session with utmost sincerity and dedication.
So, without further delay, let's dive into the session. I invite the Speaker of the House to take their seat and officially begin the proceedings of the Youth Parliament.
Let us all witness the power of dialogue and deliberation as our young parliamentarians take the floor. Over to the Speaker.
Attention! Everyone, kindly rise in honor of the Honorable Speaker of the House. May take your seat.
Good afternoon to all of you. I welcome you all to the 13th National Youth Parliament session, and I hope this session will be fruitful. We begin today's sessions with all our affirmations of our newly elected member. Secretary General, please.
From Inner Manipur constituency of Manipur state will now take an oath or an affirmation. Mr. Churchill, please. I want to take the oath.
I
Do hereby swear in the name of God that I'll bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established, and that I'll uphold the sovereignty and integrity of my country, and that I'll faithfully discharge the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
Mr. of Jammu and Kashmir will now take an oath or an affirmation. Mr. Gibson, please. We want to take an oath or an affirmation. In which language do you want to take the oath?
मैं दिवसन जो युवा संसद के निचले सदन के सदस्य के रूप में चुना गया हूँ, मैं ईश्वर के नाम पर शपथ लेता हूँ कि मैं कानून द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान प्रति सच्ची आस्था और निष्ठा रखूँगा और मैं अपने देश की संप्रभुता वाला हूँ।
Manipur constituency of Manipur state now take an oath or an affirmation. Mr. Langal, please. Do you want to take an oath or an affirmation?
May I oath, please?
In which language do you want to take the oath?
In English, please. Allegiance to the Constitution of India, as by law established, and that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of my country, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter. Thank you.
Most distinguished leader, Dr. Manmohan Singh, a former Prime Minister of India. Exemplary service will always remember to us. Before we proceed further, I invite Prime Minister to say a few words.
Our visionary leader, an economist par excellence, and a statesman who served our nation during some of its most challenging times. Dr. Manmohan Singh was Prime Minister of India who served our nation with dignity and humility from 2004 to 2014. His economic reform in the 1990s paved ways for India's emergence as a global economy. who was a man of integrity, his calm demeanor and a wise counsel will be deeply missed. On behalf of the government of India and the people of our nation, I extend my heartfelt condolences to his family, his friends.
Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister. I now call upon the opposition leader to share their condolence.
He was a towering figure from our party, who dedicated his life to the service of our nation. Dr. Manmohan Singh was a leader who believed in dialogue, consensus, and the power of democratic values. As an economist, he envisioned reform that transformed India. As a Prime Minister, he guided the country with stability and wisdom. His humility, even in the highest office, set an example for all of us in public life. On behalf of the opposition party, I offer my deepest condolences to his family and pray for strength for his loved ones during this difficult time. Thank you.
The House may stand in silence for a while to express our deep sorrow. Om Shanti. Secretary General may please convey the message of the condolence to the bereaved family. I now have the distinct honor of introducing to you the Prime Minister who will be addressing the House today. It is with great pleasure that I invite the Prime Minister to address the Cabinet Minister and engage in discussion with us. Prime Minister, the floor is yours.
Each member has been carefully selected based on their skill, expertise, and a vision for growth and progress. With your permission, I will now introduce the members of my cabinets and their respective portfolios. First of all, I begin with the Home Minister, Shriman Devasan. Minister of Finance, Srimati Vidyapati. Minister of Health and Family Welfare, JNV. Minister of Environment and Climate Change, Veronica. Moving on, we have the Minister of Defense, Miranda. Honorable Speaker, Ma'am, and esteemed member of the Houses, this is my cabinet, a team of dedicated members.
Part of the parliamentary proceedings, where members of the House have opportunity to seek information, raise concern, and hold the government accountable for its action and policies. During this hour, member may ask questions directed at the concerned minister. First, to maintain decorum during this session. Each question must be brief and to the point. Supplementary question, if any, at my discretion. Let us ensure a productive and respectful exchange of ideas. Leader Mr. Akash to ask your question.
Announcement and schemes by your government, unemployment rates remain a significant concern. I would like to ask to the Honorable Prime Minister that what concrete steps in your government taking to address the issue of job creation and ensure sustainable employment opportunities for the youth of this country. Thank you, ma'am.
Addressing unemployment is one of our top priorities. My government has already launched several initiatives where the former government has fell short on duties, including the Skill India Mission, scheme like Make in India Startup Program, which have already. And I promise, in next year, I promise again, in next year, the rate of unemployment will decrease. Thank you, ma'am.
Behind the Albania. And I ask to the Education Minister, what policies is your government to implement the gap?
Honorable Education.
Government is aware of the challenges in rural education. So we have to introduce the Digital India initiative to bring smart classroom and digital learners to rural schools. Additionally, the new education policy focuses on providing equitable and teachers training, upgrading school infrastructure, and promoting the local learning language. And we are also increasing the government school funding. No child is left behind. Thank you, ma'am.
Sweetie, please.
So, essential growth, common citizens are facing lots of problems. Can the Honorable Minister explain the measure taken by the government to control inflation and provide relief to the middle and lower income groups? Thank you.
Our government has taken proactive measures such as providing subsidies for essential commodities, ensuring efficient distribution of food grains under the public distribution system, and strengthening supply chains to reduce costs. We are also working closely with the state government to monitor prices and prevent hoarding and black marketing. Thank you, ma'am.
Pass, please.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker Madam, for giving me another chance to ask questions to the government. I would like to ask to the Honorable Home Minister that with the rising concerns and internal security, how is the government ensure the safety and well-being of citizens while balancing the needs of privacy and individual rights?
Home Minister, please.
Thank you for your question. The safety of our citizens is a top priority, and we are strengthening our citizens' security frameworks. This includes modernizing police forces, improving surveillance systems, and enhancing intelligence gathering. However, we are fully committed to protect citizens' privacy and safety. Our policy ensures that security measures are implemented with the bound of the law, and any security action taken are transparent, accountable, and respect individual human rights. We have stringent oversight mechanism in a place to strike a balance between safety and privacy. Thank you.
Bilateral relations and promote global cooperation, especially with neighboring countries. Thank you.
Honorable Foreign Minister, please.
Fostering peaceful international relations and promoting cooperation. Our government is focused on strengthening ties with neighboring countries through dialogue, bilateral agreements, and collaboration in regional trade, security, and cultural exchanges. We are also actively participating in global forums to promote mutual interest, regional stability, and economic cooperation. Our approach prioritizes dialogue, peaceful conflict resolution, and creating a mutually beneficial partnerships for all nations involved. Thank you, ma'am.
Question is, what measures is the government taking to ensure public safety and prevent panic related to the HMPV virus?
Monitoring the situation regarding the human metapneumovirus. While cases have been reported, there is no cause for the alarm. Our healthcare system is well prepared, and we urge the citizens to follow some preventive measures like hand hygiene and wear masks in crowded areas and public places.
Yes, Mr.
Supplementary question. Honorable Minister, can you say, given the rising concerns and reports of HMPV cases, can you guarantee their medical staff to handle the potential surge? Thank you, ma'am.
Honorable Health Minister, please.
To be that our hospitals are fully equipped with necessary resources, including test department, to ensure the swift response and preparedness.
Question 1.
Climate is the global crisis, and our country is also facing the same crisis. Can the Honorable Minister explain the state to face this crisis so that we can promote sustainable development?
The National Action Plan on Climate Change
focusing on renewable energy, water conservation, and afforestation. India has also set ambitious targets for reducing carbon emissions under the International Paris Agreement. Through the promotions of solar energy under the International Solar Alliance and policies like Ujjwala Yojana, we are transitioning towards a greener and cleaner future.
Supplementary question.
Honorable Speaker, ma'am, the ongoing violence in Manipur combined with allegation of human rights, violence by the security force raises concern about the government. Thank you.
Honorable Defense Minister, please.
The government is committed to restoring peace in Manipur by deploying additional security forces, intensifying intelligence operations, and addressing the underlying socio-economic issues. We are also ensuring transparency and accountability within the armed forces, with any allegations being thoroughly investigated. At the same time, we are enhancing our defense preparedness to counter both internal and external threats. Thank you, ma'am.
Defense Minister, the violence in Manipur continues to escalate despite heavy security presence.
Set authorities to control the situation. Additionally, we are arranging in dialogue with community leaders to address the underlying causes of unrest and promote the lasting peace. Thank you, ma'am.
09, Ms. Veronica, please.
Inadequate infrastructure is a major hurdle for athletes in rural area. Honorable Prime Minister, will you please state that how your ministry is addressing this issue?
Especially in rural areas. Under the Khelo India initiative, we are state-of-the-art sport facilities, training centers, and academies. We are also partnering with local authorities to upgrade existing infrastructure and provide sport equipment to aspiring athletes. Our goal is to ensure that talent from every corner of the country gets the support they deserve. Thank you, ma'am.
Honorable Speaker, ma'am, my question to Honorable Space and Technology Minister is that while Chandrayaan-3's success is a proud moment for India, soon the government prioritize pressing issues like poverty and unemployment before investing heavily in space exploration. Thank you, ma'am.
It's not just about exploration. It drives technological advancement that benefits society, from improving telecommunications and weather forecasting to disaster management and agriculture. Our space missions contribute directly to national development and economic growth. Thank you, ma'am.
Supplementary question. Yes, Ms. Sweetie, you may proceed.
Are making rapid advancement globally. Can the Honorable Minister explain how does the government plan to ensure that India remains competitive in this evolving sector? Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, through its space, allowing startups and industries to collaborate with ISRO. This will boost innovation, create jobs, and strengthen India's position in the global space economy.
Honorable Speaker, ma'am, the transportation infrastructure in our country is expanding rapidly. What steps are being taken to ensure the safety and accessibility of transportations of all students, particularly those from rural areas, and how does the ministry plan to address challenges such as traffic, congestion, and environmental effect? Thank you, ma'am.
Honorable Transport Minister, please.
For safe and accessible transportation for students, especially in rural areas, we are improving school transport safety standards, expanding services, and offering subsidies to address traffic congestion. We are enhancing public transportation and promoting carpooling. Regarding environmental impact, we are promoting electric vehicles and green technologies to reduce pollution and carbon footprints. These efforts aim to provide more safer, more sustainable travel options for students and citizens alike.
Honorable members, thank you for your participation in today's question hour. We appreciate the thoughtful question raised and informative responses provided by the Minister. It is through such discussion that we can continue to engage in meaningful dialogues to address the concern and challenge facing our nation. As we move forward, I urge all the members to keep the spirit of cooperation and constructive debate alive. Now we shall proceed with the next agenda item. I request all the members to remain in the business of the House. Announcement on my own behalf and on behalf of the Honorable House. I have a great pleasure in extension of our warm and hearty welcomes to the Honorable Member of the British Parliament delegations who are on visit in our country and an honored guest. It is very high-powered delegation. The delegation arrives on 24. We wish them a happy and comfortable stay in our country.
Madam, I have to report the following message received from the Secretary of the Upper Chamber of the Youth Parliament. The State Bill for Regulation of Sport Budget 2015, which the government passed in last session, has been rectified and is ready to be sent for President's approval.
Citation Bill 2025. Members may raise their question or express their opinions. The Minister of Home Affairs will answer the queries.
I would like to ask a question to the Home Minister that how will the bill ensure lasting peace in Manipur when various efforts have failed? Thank you, ma'am.
This bill adopts a multi-pronged approach by combining immediate relief with long-term reconciliation efforts. Firstly, the Peace Council will mediate conflicts and promote understanding between communities. And secondly and lastly, judicial reform such as fast-track court will ensure timely justice, addressing a key grievance. We are confident this comprehensive approach will succeed where previous measure fails. Thank you, ma'am.
I would like to put a question on how will the government ensure that the rupees 500 crore will is not be misused?
Honorable Home Minister, please.
Speaker Madam. For that, transparency and accountability are at the heart of this bill. This measure includes public disclosure of all the expenses on government hotels. Secondly, formation of a monitoring committee with representatives from all communities to oversee implementation. This step will ensure every rupee is used for the welfare of the people. Thank you, ma'am.
Minister, regarding the safety of women and children. As we saw in a recent case that children and women were kidnapped and killed from Borobekra relief camp in Jirbam district. Above that, women were raped and all of them are tortured to death. We all know that it is the fault of your government for not ensuring security for them. So, what specific plans are included to address the safety of women and children in the affected region? Thank you.
Minister, what is your opinion?
On Jirbam district, we are very sorry to that, and we are making or trying to make it develop again. And this bill prioritizes the safety of women and children through firstly for the dedicated safe zone, women relief camp with counselor and medical professionals. Secondly,
Mr. Speaker, ma'am, I would like to.
Mr. Akash, please be seated.
Please, I would like to.
Honorable member, please maintain. Honorable member, please maintain the decorum of the House.
Honorable Home Minister has said.
Please maintain the decorum of the House.
He is talking about dedicating safe zones. Please, bro, please. He is talking about dedicating safe zones. But we can see that the women and children who are kidnapped from a relief camp that are in a police station with forces. If the relief camp in a police station can't be safe, how can the Home Minister ensure that the government keep the people in a safe zone? It's same to the government. It's the same. The government has failed to rescue the victims. So, I would like to say to the Honorable Home Minister to look further to the provisions of the bill. Thank you, ma'am.
Honorable Home Minister, please continue.
For that failure, we are accept that failure, that's our big failure, but we will make sure it will never ever happen again. After this bill, and we will establish fast track court, a special court to address the gender-based violence, and for the children on relief camps. There are temporary schools in relief camps.
Thank you, ma'am. I oppose this bill, ma'am. This bill cannot solve the problems. How does the government plan to such a bill?
I support this bill. For too long, Manipur has suffered from neglect and conflict. This bill is a step forward, especially with a focus on employment and education. However, I urge the government to increase the allocation for vocational training for the youth.
This bill adds that Truth Cultural Access Program, which will allow communities to understand and appreciate its other traditions. Furthermore, the Peace Council will be making. And for Mr. Nongden, your point is well noted. We will ensure that 20% of the economic package is directed toward skill development programs for the youth to create sustainable opportunities.
Thank you. I appreciate the intent. So the bill does not address the role of misinformation and hate speech in fueling violence. So I want to ask, what measures are being taken to control this? Thank you.
Minister, please.
Provision for monitoring social media platforms and enforcing penalties for those spreading hate speech and false information, and awareness campaigns will also be conducted about the consequences of misinformation. Thank you, ma'am.
Minister, I remain undecided on the bill. Can government grant it that this not be another symbolic effort without tangible outcomes?
Honorable Home Minister, what is your opinion?
Unlike symbolic gestures, this bill includes specific deadlines for the development projects, and progress reports will be shared with the public. This will ensure accountability and measurable outcomes. Thank you, ma'am.
As concluded, the House will now vote on the Manipur Peace and Rehabilitation Bill 2025. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. No. The bill is passed. The House applauds these historic steps toward peace and development in Manipur. An enriching and productive day, filled with thoughtful debates and discussions on important matters that affect our society. I commend all the members for their active participation and the respect shown through the proceedings. We have addressed crucial issues, and the valuable insights shared today will contribute to the development of informed policies and decisions in the future. As member of this youth parliament, it is our duty to continue for positive change in our communities and beyond, ensuring the voice of the youth are heard. I'd like to extend my thanks to all the participants, the esteemed minister, and the audience for making today's session successful. Let us remember that our work does not end here. Let us continue to engage, educate, and empower each other for the betterment of our society. With that, I officially declare session of the Youth Parliament closed. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.
Honorable Speaker, respected Minister, esteemed members, and the audience, as we come to the end of this remarkable session of the Youth Parliament, I would like to take a moment to reflect on the valuable discussion we have had today.
Through today's proceedings, we have witnessed insightful debates, thought-provoking questions, and well-reasoned arguments. It's inspiring to see.
Its own right, and it's clear that the passion and the dedication of all the members will continue to follow positive change. We have seen how vital it is to engage in healthy dialogue, listen to diverse perspectives, and work collaboratively for the betterment of society.
On behalf of the entire Youth Parliament, I would like to thank everyone involved, from the ministers to the members to the organizers and audience, for your contributions today. You have all helped make this session a successful. To highlight the key learnings from this session, please, sir.
Madam, my dear learning colleagues and students, and especially the MPs. Good afternoon, everyone. See, this session, it is very nice session. But as an observer, I wanted to add some points. So, producing a very nice session, then it needs, I think, some getting by heart your points. See, from the opposition side, question, they can read the question. Then especially these treasury bench who are sitting in the treasury bench or the ruling side, then you have to by heart many points. Suppose one task is over. For example, in the case of sports, then they may ask question. That task is completed. Ruling side, then you need to get by heart maximum of the the answers. So this is my one suggestion. Then another one, every parliament, so there is a quarrel between the opposition side and the treasury bench. It is very common nowadays. Even the seniors and when many papers are also throwing from one side to another. Okay, but that is not good to look at, and this is a negative part. We should not do it. But see, there is the quarreling, voice or the fight between this opposition and the rulings. Then that is to say better to add more. So a bit lagging behind. So I think for the namesake only, then there is only one, I think.
Respected BP ma'am, respected SMT sir, Sujit, learned colleagues and my dear students, very good evening to all of you. I have nothing to say as an observer and as a trainer. We know that there is some lagging in some areas. So I really sorry for that, because we have got very limited time. Within 2-3 days we manage this youth parliament. So we are not able to get enough time to practice. If we are able to get say around 10-15 days, we could have done better. So I hope in the next BAL session or youth parliament, I hope that we are able to do better. So I've also told the students that you practice many times in dormitories so that you can perform better. So there is some problem in that areas. I hope in the next time you won't commit such mistakes. You will improve next times. Anyway, during this short period of time, you have done very well. I congratulate all of you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your compliments and suggestions, sir. And we are deeply respectful for your time. Ma'am Mufazraza, and would be honored to hear your concluding thoughts. Please, ma'am.
dear colleagues and the youth parliamentarian, MPs, and dear students, very good evening. And on this momentous occasion, as I am the in charge of this youth parliament, I feel proud to witness the enthusiasm, intellect, and leadership displayed by our young minds today. So, a special thanks to our respected Vice Principal Ma'am, our today's observers and colleagues, and also the organizing members to make this session as a reality. My special thanks to Sir Dhananjay and Sir Gandhi to help me, and also the other members, Sir Music Sirs and other members, that your encouragement has been instrumental in empowering our youth to voice their thoughts and engage in meaningful discussion. To our participants, the heart and soul of this youth parliament. You are the heart and soul of this youth parliament. Your passion, dedication, and spirited debates have made this event a success. Your willingness to engage in this discussion on crucial issues give us hope for a brighter and more responsible future. So thank you. So as we conclude, let us take forward the lesson learned and the ideas shared today, ensuring that our voices contribute to a positive change. And thank you all once again. And I look forward to many more enriching sessions ahead. Thank you. JNV.
So let us remember that our journey doesn't end here. We are leaders of tomorrow, and today we have taken one more step towards making our voice heard, advocating for change and shaping the future.
And with that, I officially close this session of the Youth Parliament. Thank you and have a wonderful day.